Dear friends, I am sharing with you some insights on the art of writing. People in general have a misconception, a prejudice about the art of writing. What is this prejudice or misconception? That writing is an inborn talent. I don't agree with this preconceived notion. And the best testimony to this stand is my own life as a writer. My father is not a writer. My mother is not a writer. None of my family members have the track of getting an article published in a newspaper, writing a short story, writing a poem. In spite of all this, I have become a writer, authoring 33 books. I quoting my example not to glorify myself. I'm sharing my own experience so that you may be inspired also to become a writer. And therefore, this session is not meant just only for journalism students. Anyone who is interested in mastering the art of writing, listen to me. I will explain to you how you can become a writer. How can you win the hearts of the readers? There are different tools for a writer, and that is the focus of my session. If you want to write as a historian, you can write essays. Essays are all crafted in chronological format. When an essay is crafted, the purpose is primarily academic. And therefore, whatever is written like a historian, just giving information to the readers, is normally boring and monotonous for the readers. In many cases, these essays are read because of compulsion. How can you bring about a change from the style of a historian? In the previous episode, I explained in depth with examples about another format, the inverted pyramid format. The inverted pyramid format gives you a style when you are aiming at the brain of the readers. This is a format to be adopted when you want to gift or when you are interested only in information dissemination. And therefore, you will craft the pieces of information in the descending order of importance. The most important information at the beginning and the least important at the bottom. That is also, to some extent, a very boring experience for a reader. The third option, the style of a historian, the style of a journalist when crafting information with inverted pyramid style. The third format is hourglass format, when you try to aim first at the brain and then at the heart. What does it imply? When I say about brain, I am talking about an intellectual piece, information-packed story. When I am talking about aiming at the heart, I am talking to you about the need to make what you write emotive. You need to inject emotions in what you write. And that format is the hourglass format. When you begin with a mini inverted pyramid, then you have a connecting transitional paragraph followed by a narrative, a pyramid. The third format is aiming at the heart. First at the heart, then at the brain. Let me give you some examples. What exactly is the style that you need to adopt when you want to write a feature about, and just giving an example of my own college where I am the principal, Don Bosco Arts and Science College. If you are asked to write a feature about Don Bosco Arts and Science College, Agadikadav, affiliated to the University of Kannur, what is going to be the style? If you want to make it a very monotonous experience, go for the style of a historian, style of an essayist. The college has 1,200 students. It's located in Kannur district. This is a very traditional, conventional style of writing which will not be read by the readers. I am proposing another style. You should identify the USP of Don Bosco Arts and Science College. What is the distinguishing factor of this Institute of Higher Education in Kannur University? You should identify an angle and you should make it an infotainment for the readers. And what exactly is the art of writing a feature on an institution? The USP of Don Bosco Arts and Science College is the university's unparalleled Institute of Higher Education. What is it that makes Don Bosco Arts and Science College special? Everybody is worried about, everybody is eager to know about the institution's record in terms of academic performance. What about the involvement of the students in extracurricular activities? I can focus on these elements. For example, academic performance. I can begin a feature on Don Bosco Arts and Science College with the focus on an individual studying in this college. The style is called focus journalism. In focus journalism crafting, the focus is on an individual or an individual experience. That experience will serve as a general phenomenon explained to the readers. I can begin my feature on Don Bosco Arts and Science College quoting an example with the first rank holder, the university topper, Rubia, during this academic year, MSW, first rank holder in Kannur University. When she came to decide about what kind of a course or program that she should join after completing her undergraduation in English literature, when she was in confusion, when she came to meet the principal, she had not taken any decision. She had three options before her. One, to go ahead for MA English literature. The second option, to go for journalism, Master of Communication and Journalism. And third option was MSW. During this confusing state of the moment, the discernment process with explanations about the possibilities made her decide to opt for MSW. And she completed MSW with as the top scorer in the university. With the example of Rubia, I can give an initiation into the positive strengths of this institution, focusing first on academic performance. Like Rubia, there are several other students at Don Bosco Arts and Science College who had similar experiences of indecision, confusion. But after having spent 2 years or 3 years, they came out in flying colors, showing their capacity or potential, excelling in the area of their aptitude. I can continue this feature focusing on the academic performance of 116 students scoring A grade and A plus grades in university examinations. Out of 1,200 students, 116 students, almost 10% of the students scoring A grade and A plus grades in university examinations. This could be the opening segment of the feature. Dear friends, I am giving you a few examples from the mainstream newspapers for you to understand what I have been explaining so far. You can spend some time going through these examples. Then I will come back to you after having gone through this process with the continuation of this session.